Update 22.2 is now available for PUBG on the PC test servers, and it's going to be going live on PC next Wednesday on March the 15th and live for console the following Thursday on March the 23rd. This update is going to change the map rotation, bring in the Famas, the new crate gun, as well as give us some gun balancing changes. The map rotation for the next season for NA and EU regions is going to be Erangel, Miramar, Destin, Tago, and Paramo, all with an equal weighting. So no Vikendi, that's dropping out. We're getting Tago back in and Paramo back in. Thankfully, Destin is staying. It's a little bit of a shame to see Vikendi going, but hopefully we'll get it back again in the next update. Console is the same as PC above. This one up here will be for Asia regions, so they get Sanhok instead of Destin. So the big new change really in this update is the Famas being added. It's a care package 556 AR. It's got a single fire, burst, and full auto mode. It can take a scope up to a 6x and does 39 damage per shot. That's slightly less than the AUG and the M4, but it has a very high rate of fire. It has 900 RPM. That's the same as the MG3 when you have it on its high rate of fire mode. So very, very quick firing gun. And as I mentioned, it's only available in care packages or secret rooms or other places where you'd normally find crate guns on PUBG. It's available on every map and also in ranked, training mode, TDM, custom, and so on and so forth. For some reason, it's not available in custom matches with the esports mode. Because we've got this new 556 AR going into crates, the AUG has been removed and made into a world spawn. It's also taken a slight nerf to balance that somewhat. It's lost 1 point of damage. It's actually had its rate of fire increased, and its bullet velocity reduced, its effective range slightly reduced, and its recoil has been generally readjusted, brackets slightly increased. So with the increased rate of fire and the slightly increased recoil, it will be slightly harder to control. It does slightly less damage. Seems like a reasonable nerf, just some little tweaks it probably needed to fit it in with the rest of the guns. We'll see how that is once we get to use it on the battlefield. A few other guns have also had some changes. The M4 has had 1 point of damage taken off it and slightly more horizontal recoil, which I think is a good thing because just everybody uses the M4. It's nice to see a few balance tweaks every now and again. The M16 and the Mutant have had their rounds per minute, the rate of fire increased for their burst mode and their single fire mode, so they now fire even quicker. Shotguns have had a spawn tweak. They haven't had other changes, but they've reduced the amount of shotguns and shotgun ammo that will spawn to try and help you not get killed by shotguns at the start of the game. Some people get annoyed by shotguns, so that might make you slightly less annoyed there. The P90 has now been added to ranked, and the heavy stock will also spawn in care packages in ranked mode. They do go on to explain this reasoning for some of these changes. I'm not going to go through all of that, but I will put a link to the patch notes down below if you want to read them in your own time. And if you do find this video useful, then please give the like button a click and subscribe to the channel. It does help us out a lot. Some of the other smaller features we've got in the update today are the loot recommendation improvements. So you can now change these and it will show you different attachments and highlight things that you can put in your guns. Little tweaks there. They've made a few minor changes to the maps, including adding some billboards to celebrate PUBG's upcoming 6th anniversary. And on Destin, they've added a few hills between Barcliff and Tarita, as well as a dirt racetrack near Sankana. This is down on the south, right near the coast, kind of in the middle of the map. And it's actually pretty cool. It's bigger than I thought it would be. It looks like a fun little area. If you ever do custom games, I would definitely recommend going and checking it out. Have a little race around there. Could be good fun. The Hall of Fame on Erangel. This is that big building over near the shelter, if you're not familiar with the naming there. This has been updated with the winners of PGC 2022. That is, of course, Navi. There's a load of new stuff in there. You can see pictures and uniforms and photos and stuff of those winners and of course, the previous PGCs as well. The MK12 and the Ace have now been added to esports mode, and the AUG has also been added to TDM and custom matches as a world spawn. They've made a few tweaks to the UI here. The pop-up that you get when you highlight guns and attachments and stuff like that in your inventory has been changed now to give you a bit more information about them. It's quite nice. It goes into a bit more detail. You can compare guns between each other, and it tells you the actual proper numbers on attachments, which is quite useful as well. So you can see plus 10%, minus 5%, or whatever, and make more informed decisions about what different things do. Another big change in the update is the survival mastery system. This is basically your player level that previously capped out at 500, this has now basically been changed so you can kind of prestige and you can go higher than that. Every time you hit 500, it resets to 1, you get an increase in your survival mastery tier, and you go up to 500 again. And you can do this 5 times, 4 or 5 times. There's 5 tiers, I guess. So that's kind of cool. You unlock loot caches as you level up, which I don't know if they're really that interesting, but it's a thing. I'm not sure if these little icons at the bottom will be different for each tier. I hope so, but I guess you get a survival mastery badge each time you prestige up, so that's going to be something you can put on your profile to show that you're super high level or whatever, or I don't know if that just shows against your name by default. I guess we'll find out when we play on our proper accounts. Obviously, this is the PC test server where I'm a very low level. That's about it for the patch this time. There's a whole bunch of performance and bug fixes in there. I won't go through all of those. Again, the patch notes are listed down below. There's a link there. You can have a good read through those if there's something you want to find out. That's everything for today. I hope you found the video useful. I'm going to be streaming on YouTube this afternoon, so if you want to watch me playing some PUBG live, come along to the YouTube stream, and I'll be streaming from about 1 PM UK time. I just wanted to drop you all a quick message to tell you about our PUBG creator code. As a PUBG partner, we have a creator code which you can add to your account, which means whenever you purchase anything in game, PUBG will give us a commission. Whether you're buying season passes, G-Coin bundles, or anything else that requires cash in PUBG, if you have our code added, then you'll be helping us out without costing yourself a penny extra. It's a great way to support the channel, and it really does help keep us making PUBG content for you. Plus, it's easy to set up and you'll only ever have to do it once. To add our code, first visit accounts.pubg.com and then log in or create an account. Once you've logged in, connect your Xbox, PlayStation or Steam account on the linked accounts tab, then go to the Creator Appreciation Program section and type the Beard Guys into the box or find us from the drop-down list. Then just click submit and you're all done. A massive thank you to everybody who has used our code. Your support is absolutely vital for us and it really makes a huge difference.